Hi, it's been a long time. I haven't done a video in a while because I've been really busy with work and getting back into the school routine and just kind of making sure my life is calm, settled. So what I've been doing, I've still been stitching, haven't stopped that. I've slowed down a little bit that I'm not keeping up with everything, but for the most part, everything's been moving along. I've added in some new ones in the rotation, some new sales that have started in October, and I've finished a few. So today I'm going to talk about my recent haul. I haven't showed it in any of the videos yet, so it's a few things from a couple of weeks ago, but nothing that you've seen yet. And I've got my current finishes. One of them is a Christmas gift, so I might be spoiling a surprise, but she picked it out, so I mean, she kind of knew what she's getting. But I'm really happy with it, so I want to show it off. And then I've also got my whips and my new starts. So we will get started with my haul. So first one that I bought a while back is my orts, an ornament for my orts. So all of these have been what I've been collecting. I don't want to say the whole year because I'm pretty sure I was throwing them out in the first couple of months of the year because I didn't know what orts were. I was mostly just keeping them in whatever snack container I had used the night before and throwing them out the next day. So once I learned what they were and that people were collecting them and doing fun and interesting things with them, I started to keep mine. So I'd say this is probably somewhere around March till the end of September. I filled up this hole. I filled this up to the top. It was full. Stuffed it all into this little ball. Now my orts, I also tend to keep, I don't know if you can see it in there, but some of the thicker threads here, those are from the fabrics that I've dyed over the year. So I dye a lot of fabric, y'all know that. I've sold quite a few also. I'm up to about 30 sales now. I think I'm just a sale or two away from 30. So to me that is amazing because I do it for fun. It's not about the financial gain. It's just that I want to dye, and if I sell the fabrics, that gives me money to put back into dyeing. So I'm having a lot of fun with that. So I've kept some of the fabrics, some of the threads, even from customer orders. Some of the threads that come off, I snip them so that they're nice and neat when I send them off, and I put them in here just to commemorate, memorialize. I still can't say that word. I'm pretty sure I've tried to say it before. So that's my ort jar. Keep that there, and it's hard to tell because it is in gold, but it says Orts 2021. And I had purchased this ball at the Stitch Bug in Moncton. I bought a few of their things, and I do have a pattern later on to show you that I bought from there. So another thing that I came across last week, gold-plated needles. I have never used these because I have never been able to find them at my Michael's. I don't think they even carry them. I've never seen them. So on a random trip to Walmart, buying groceries, I think, I just thought I'd stop in at the craft section to see what they had for fabric and whatnot to make some homemade masks. And across the aisle, they started selling cross-stitch stuff. And like, they haven't sold cross-stitch stuff in probably close to 10 years, I'm sure. So I was really impressed to see that they had, I mean, it's a small selection. It's very, very limited, but like they have colors, they have needles, and they had a few things that I can't normally find at Michael's or even at, well, no, I shouldn't say at Stitch Shop because I haven't really looked. But anyways, I came across these and I wanted to try them out. I effing love them. They are amazing. They're not sticking to my fabric. They're sliding through easily. Threading them has been super simple. I'm not really fighting with anything. And these are a size 26. So I use them mostly for 16 or 18 count. And like they're working fantastic. I'm in love with them. I might pick up some more. And my last newest haul, it's one of those, I don't 100% need it because I do have enough lighting in my stitch area, but I like to stitch sometimes when we have our movie nights, and hubby and the kid like it dark, but I need to stitch even while I'm watching TV. So I usually have a little book light that I just clip onto my hoop and work from that, but it's very, very, very faint. It's not a strong light at all. And recently, no amount of new batteries is keeping it on. It lasts like one night and that's it. So it's pretty much done. So again, not really looking for it, but browsing through Michael's, I found this handy dandy necklight. Look at this. And it's got 3 settings. The first setting is just like ambient light, so it lights up everything nicely. The second light is direct light, so you get 2 pinpoints of light. And then the third is both combined, so it's really bright. And it lights up my projects so nicely. And it just, you know, fashion, height of fashion here. But it makes me so happy, and I can stitch without bothering anybody else because I don't have to turn on the big lights. So, and like with the coupon, this was like $13. Like I was impressed, and I am using it often to make it worth it. So that's it for my haul. I haven't gotten anything else. No, that's a lie. This is kind of a mix between a whip and a haul. I bought myself a scroll frame. I love it. It is bulky to stitch in hand, so I attach it to my stand. I don't have the right stand for it because it does kind of slip, so I use those big elastics that like hold lettuce, the big blue ones. I have that wrapped around my stand so it stops it from slipping, and it works really well. So it's a fairly big scroll frame. I think it's like 9 by 15, something like that. But love it. Love it. No more hoop marks on the big giant pieces. All right, so next up is my finishes. I have 3 to show you. The first one, I had started a group on Facebook for beginners, cross stitch for beginners, which is the videos that I had posted in my Flosstube. It's cross stitch for beginners videos, and I've been uploading them to this group to help out. I mean, like literally I have 10 members. It's a very small group right now, but I'm hoping, I'm not very active at the moment, I'm trying to resurrect it. But what we had done was we worked on one pattern to begin with, which was what those videos were for, to kind of help walk them through them. I know that there's a lot of YouTube videos for beginners, but looking up cross-stitch groups on Facebook for beginners, there's none that I could find. So I thought I would start one. There probably is a couple out there that I just haven't, I don't know, haven't noticed or haven't been recommended. But there's 2 people in the group that I know. The rest I don't. So the people that I know, it's my stepmom and a friend of mine from college. So my college friend, I think I've gotten her into a couple of the other groups as well, because I know she's part of the 21 Stitches for Halloween. So I'm excited to see that. It's really fun and exciting when you have like a real life person share your interests and your hobbies, because I don't know, it's really different being able to actually, you know, hey, look at this, check this out, have you seen this? And then like actually know that person to share that stuff with. So anyways, that was kind of my fun thing. So I was able to teach my stepmom with the videos that I had made, and we had worked on this pattern. And it came out really nice. This is by Hands On Design. It's called Favorite Brew. It's a free pattern. I know it's been shared in the 21 Stitches for Halloween. I know it's been shared in that group. I'm not sure if that's where I've got the pattern though. I believe I got it straight from Hands On Design. So they should have a website. handsondesign.biz. There you go. That's what it is. So with this one, I dyed the fabric myself. Sorry, the sun's coming out through the shears. The fabric is dyed myself. It's neon green. It's actually not a color I like, mostly because every little scuff shows on it. Up close, you can see around the hoop all of that scuffing. That is because I had it in the same bag as another project that is charcoal that you'll be seeing soon. So just by rubbing on it, and I've never had that happen with other colors. So I don't like the neon green, not as a full color anyway. And it won't come out, I'm sure, because it's dye. So I'm not even going to bother try to scrub it out. I'm just going to leave it in the hoop and close it up, which I will probably make a video for the beginners. Yeah, so it's a cute little one. It's part of my 21. I think it's like number 17 or something. Not exactly sure. I kind of lost track for a little while. But yeah, so that was really fun. Her pattern came out fantastic. She showed me the end result. She actually finished it before me. I had to laugh because, I mean, here I am being all cocky. I'll teach you. And she's quicker than I am. But in my defense, I have like a million whips at the moment that I'm trying to rotate between. So that's my excuse. And I'm sticking to it. So that's finish number 1. Finish, I'm not organized here. Finish number 2 was a test stitch for Highland Myrrh Blackwork. I've already disclaimed in my Instagram, I do not like gnomes. I never did. They're creepy. My brother growing up was a huge horror fan, and I am sure my trauma stems from that. I am not a horror fan. I like scary-ish movies like Hocus Pocus, Practical Magic, things like that. I don't like things like Chucky, Freddy Krueger. Nope, not for me. So gnomes, especially the ones that they're coming out with now with the no beards and the no eyes. No, not for me. But I can't pass up a test stitch. And I do know a couple people who I'm sure would be happy with these. So this is, yep. I say no. But it's cute. It is cute. And I do, like, I recognize that. I know it's cute. I know they are adorable. So in stitch form, they don't creep me out as much. He's adorable. He is, and especially the little hedgehog. I love it. It's so cute. And the pumpkin, this was a really fun stitch. It, like, I'd say a half an hour, I had it out, no problem, easy peasy. I love the lettering she did on it. It looks fantastic. It goes with another one that she has for the springtime, I think it is. And it says, nope. So that one would be more my alley. But it's gnope, like with the silent G. So it's, you know, punny. So this one, and the orange isn't even coming up. This is like a really brilliant orange. I had a really hard time getting the coloring. I was trying to send her like a million pictures. We couldn't get it to come out the orange it actually is. And even in video, I don't know what's going on with this. It's a very bright orange in real life. So in the pictures that we've published with her watermark, she enhanced it to bring out the orange, because I don't know what's going on with my lighting. It must be the fall. I don't know. But he is adorable, and I know he won't come to life and attack me in my sleep. I hope. The sooner it finds a new home, the better. So that's that for that. That's at Highland Mer Blackwork. She has they have a Facebook group, and it is Highland Mer Blackwork. All of her patterns are free, and she's releasing some new Christmas mini stitches. So check it out. My last finish lately is, this is the one that is a gift. So I might be doing a spoiler if she's watching this video. Sorry, Mom. I hope you like it. It's not fully finished. It's not an FFO, because I have plans for it. So she'll still be surprised a little bit. But this, isn't that gorgeous? I have been working on this since February. This has been my on-the-go stitch. So we have the beautiful snowflake in the center. It's a polar bear, in case you didn't recognize that. It's a polar bear with blackwork bands, and it is called Snowflake Polar Bear by These Stitches Be Crazy on Etsy. Now her pattern calls for a navy Ada. My mom, however, her house design is mostly grays and whites and pinks and that kind of thing. So she asked for a gray. So this was one of my very first dyed pieces. I think I've only dyed 2 before this. So it's kind of not the concentration I was looking for in the beginning, but it's grown on me. And I hope she will like it when it's fully finished, because I think it'll look awesome. But I kind of loved how the top, I don't know if you can see and if it creeps you out or not, but it kind of looks like a bear face. Like the 2 eyes and the little nose going down here. It looked more like it before I had stitched up around that area. But I thought that was kind of neat. So there's my polar bear. Almost a full year of stitching on this one. My baby. And it worked really well as on the go stitch, because the blackwork bands, after doing 2 or 3 rotations with the pattern, it was really easy to just continue it along. So most of the time I didn't have to relook at the pattern. I could just keep continuing it. So it worked really well. And I kind of now I'm starting to either keep monochromatic patterns or blackwork patterns in my to-go bag, so that it's easy to keep up with, and I don't have to worry about having 100 different colors in my bag. So I am sort of becoming organized. I'm keeping track of all of my whips. Most of them we've all gone through already, so I'm not going to revisit because some of them, there's quite a few of them that I haven't touched in a while. So what we will be doing instead is going through my whips that I've been working on this week. Well, last 2 weeks. We'll say 2 weeks. So what we have first is I've started my Christmas ornaments for my friends. I've got 3 coworkers who have requested these. It is my own pattern on Stitch Fiddle. I haven't put this up on my Etsy yet to sell because I'm not tweaking it, but I'm using it to work out the names. So I'm editing still. So once I'm fully finished with my ornaments, I may put it up on my Etsy. We'll see. So these little ones, isn't that cute? So little paw print, they're for the dogs. My coworkers have a lot of dogs. They're dog lovers. This family here, they have 7 dogs right now, and there'll be 1 memorial piece. And the other family, they've got 5. One of them is a memorial piece. And then 1 coworker just has 1. So that'll be quick and easy. But I've got, each one is different with their name. So it's a different size. I'm keeping it true to the borders. So per the name, the size of the ornament will change. And how I am finishing these, almost bookmark style. So I will be attaching it to this. Look at all this felt I found. I suppose this could have been, yeah, this could have been a haul. I didn't even think of that. I found this big fluff of felt, a beautiful charcoal color, at the dollar store. Literally, I paid $3 for this. Couldn't believe it. So I have a lot of it. So it's going to back the ornaments. I'm going to fray the edges, and I'm going to stuff them like a little pillow, and then attach a little cord to hang it on the tree. And I'm doing that for all of them because they all like that color, and it's easy because I have a lot of it now. And they've all agreed to it, so that's the way they're getting it. I love this. I absolutely love this. One of them is going to be a cat, so I am going to make the paw just a tad smaller. I'm probably going to take a row out of each toe and 1 out of the paw pad itself. I don't know what that's called, the palm. Yeah. So once that's done, I've got about 8 more to do. So I'm trucking along pretty good. I'm trying the October Start-A-Ton that Anna Stitches Autumn has challenged us to do. I already have a lot of my Halloween numbers done, so the leftover patterns that I have to start, I want to save for next year's challenge. So my October Start-A-Ton isn't all Halloween. So these I have done 2 a night since October 1st, and I have also started, I actually meant to ask her, I'm not sure if she's counting the Sal boxes as a Start-A-Ton, because I used to count all of my boxes as 1 when we started the challenge, so I might do that again for this one. I'm not sure. Either way, I'm not keeping up with it. I really do try, but I started too much, and I will admit it. I have no self-control, and because I start so much, I'm now officially overwhelmed. So I have decided to just kind of truck along. If I want to start another one, I will. and we'll just go from there. So, as I'm saying, if I want to start another one, I will. I started another one yesterday because that's what I do. So this one is, I bought this pattern for my husband when I first started back into cross stitch. So the pattern itself is about, no, not first, sorry. I would say about a year ago. So the pattern's about a year old. That was before I knew about pattern mills on Etsy and how to look for authentic sellers as opposed to people that are just taking pictures, converting them, and away you go. Most of the time they are illegal pictures. So we all have, I'm sure, we all have patterns in our past from that. This is one of mine, but I bought it for my hubby. It's a Lamborghini. He loves the Lamborghinis. So for a long time, I didn't stitch it. Mostly, I didn't feel good about it because I did find out about that stuff being a lot of art theft and that. But I haven't stitched anything for him. I've stitched things for everybody. I stitch things for myself, for my son, for my parents, for my sisters, my brothers, everything. So I felt bad because the only thing I stitched for him one time was for Valentine's Day, and it was a quick little thing that for his garage. So I said, oh, whatever. I need to work on his Lamborghini. So I started the Lamborghini last night. Well, ambitious past me decided to cut the fabric to do 1/1 on 28 count. So this is the fabric. I found it at Michael's. It said on the box it was an even weave, but it has properties more of linen, just like plasticky linen. I don't know. It's hard to describe it. It kind of feels like screen. It's like screen door, screen window. So look at those little tiny, tiny, tiny stitches. I don't know if I can focus on it properly, if you can see them. Of course, now the sun's going away. 1/1 is incredibly small, but I am having so much fun with it. I've never done it this way. I did already mess up. My first row of stitches is 1 over because I'm so used to counting over 2. I automatically did it without even realizing it. So thankfully, because it's a pattern mill pattern, there's a ton of confetti. So I just filled in with color. It won't even show. I'm not worried about it at all. But there is 3 different shades of orange in that one little patch. So, yeah. But I think it'll go quickly if I can keep my momentum going, which is kind of why I think I wanted to do 1/1, because it's a challenge and I like challenges. I probably won't do it again because once I've done it once, that's generally the challenge is over for me. So that's it. But it'll be fun to see the end result. So keep your eyes posted in about a year. If I'm being honest, I mean, really. So next up for the whips is the NBC Sal by Story Stitches. So this is Nightmare Before Christmas. I started the frame too late, so it was a mad dash to get the boxes done in time for the first release. So I have some of the houses stitched, but didn't continue yet. That'll be something that will probably, I don't want to say never happen, but definitely the end. and we'll just, that's a future me problem, as we say. So even still, counting is hard. So this row has 20 stitches. This row has 21. This row has 20 stitches. This row has 21. So that's kind of the way it's going. So Jack here is not supposed to be touching the top line, but he is. And yeah, I thought I had it down pat. I was just cruising. Yeah, no, I'm doing great. No, I wasn't. I should have counted and double counted like I always do. But I thought once I had a notch, I was good to go. And I didn't recount. So that's what's going on now. I'm still not done this side. And I haven't done, I think we're up to, well, it's the 8th today. So we're up to the 8th release and I haven't stitched any of it. I want to say I'm a little bit pissed off at the counting, but it is what it is. It'll survive. It's still nice. It still looks good. I'm just choosing to do other things at the moment. And one that I had worked on last night. This one here is the Halloween Oracle by Oracle on Facebook. Oracle Stitches. Maybe just Oracle. The designer's Rochelle. I know that. I have loved this from day one. I mean, I think you can kind of tell because I'm actually keeping up with it. I fell behind a little bit on release number 7. And that was mostly because I don't know why. I don't have an excuse. Sorry. But I started it back up today. So we'll get number 7 done over the weekend. We may have potentially been hit with COVID. We're waiting on a test. My son's been exposed at school, so we're staying home for at least a week. If his test comes back negative, it'll be just a week. If it comes back positive, it might be longer. So we're vaccinated, but he is not. He's too young. So we have to wait. So I'm loving this. It's adorable in a spooky way. I don't know why I say adorable. Everything is adorable. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. It just all makes me so happy. Next up. Actually, this is what has been distracting me. I have released onto my Etsy. I've started doing geometric patterns, kind of like the Quaker style, but not because it's just one big geometric. I don't want to use the word mandala, but that kind of idea, because it's not a true mandala. So, but anyways, it's a geometric pattern that repeats all the way around. So I've got 2 of those, and then one that is snowflakes. It's a snowflake, more Quaker style, because it's got the different snowflakes throughout the whole thing. So I needed to test stitch that pattern so that I could put up proper pictures on my Etsy, because the pictures I have right now are garbage, because I'm using a free platform on my phone because my computer bit the dust and we need to get it fixed. So with it's Stitch Fiddle that I'm using, you don't get proper photos of your patterns. So screenshots are my photos right now. So I want to stitch it up proper, iron it, and have it mounted for an actual picture. So, like, I am in love with this. This is my baby. Like, this was my first one that I drew up. I have always been in love with blue snowflakes. Don't know why. Just always, always love them. Blue snowflakes and blue roses. Blue is my favorite color. Could be why. So, of course, they're snowflakes. They are sparkly. I'm using C995 sparkly étoile. So there's shimmer throughout the pattern. The sun's trying to come out, so I'm hoping it'll show through, maybe. Anyways, it makes me so happy to stitch this. So this has been what I've been working on most of my time right now. It's not a hard pattern to follow. It's not a pattern that's great for on the go because it requires a lot of counting and paying attention. But it's so pretty. It's so pretty. And I mean, you could make the snowflakes any color you want. They don't have to be blue. You don't have to use étoile. You could have those 4520, the Christmas variegated. That would look really pretty. Yeah, so my patterns on Etsy are kind of that same, upside down, like that geometric style where they kind of flow all the way around. And they're charted up in a certain color, but they work with any color, variegated threads, over-dyed threads, silks, anything at all really would look gorgeous with that stuff. And just in case I have not mentioned it, my shameless plug, my Etsy is Stitchy Minders. And I ship Canada and the US. So my last whip that I've been working on this week is The Magic Kingdom by Stuart Cunningham. So this month's release was Sleeping Beauty up here. So we have Maleficent as the dragon, and then the green that will be surrounding the spinning wheel is right around there. So we started the banner, and the first little fairy, that's the green fairy. It's very cute, very adorable. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. There you go. It's kind of hard to see the camera when I'm behind my whip. So yeah, so last month was Hercules. I didn't show you that, but I did finish that like in the last day of the 30th of September, I believe. So we have Hercules on Pegasus, and over here is little Phil. Is that not adorable? Like, I'm in love with his legs. Look at that. Okay, hold on here. Sorry. Follow my reflection. You can actually, like, he's got the bow-legged goat legs. I am amazed that Stuart can convey expression and make them have personalities with 2 stitches. Like, I'm floored, really. I love it. And this will be a beautiful, beautiful piece. We're kind of starting to obviously see the final outline. It will definitely be the Disney Castle. I can say that with confidence. Because we're also not done here, but there will be more castle to come. Yeah, so in love with this pattern. And again, this is the fabric that I dyed myself. This is blue and pink mixed together. So that's that for my whips. Busy, busy, as usual. And then I also have my tub of whips, which I've never shown you. But this is how I keep my whips organized. See how well they're organized? Look at that. They're not. But they fit nicely in this little container tub. This is my biggest hoop, and it still fits. And then I generally just pile them up biggest to smallest. So, like, my Cats of Disney back here. And then I have my Parks and Recreation. And I have my Peppermint Purple Blackwork Sal. I have my Coffee Chart by Urban Stitches. I have my Harry Potter Soya by Soya. I don't know, Syoa by Stuart Cunningham. Then we also have Animal Crossing by Stuart Cunningham. The Garden and Vases Blackwork Sal by The Steady Thread. The Outlander Sal by TT Designs. And the Homely Houseplants by Stitchonomy. Those are the ones that are in my bin. Trying to rotate through them. Some will get done, some will not. And I forgot a whip as I'm doing that. Again, I keep forgetting the scroll frame. The scroll frame whip. So this gorgeous thing is by Story Stitches. This is the Tale as Old as Time. So again, I started working through the top part and then started too late, so I had to just give it up and work on the boxes. So I did that. The boxes are done. This is as many as there are. And I started in with the first release box, which is a release of the Enchantress, offering the rose to the prince. So it almost has a stained glass effect. Not with like the back stitching, but with just the design of it. That's kind of what it gives me a feeling of. So I'm super excited by it. It's gorgeous. And I will work on the top as I go. This one is released once a month on her blog website, storystitches.blogpost.com. I hope that's right. Story Stitches for sure on Facebook, and she does have links from there to her website. So check her out. Her sals are free as well. She's got The Tale as Old as Time and Nightmare Before Christmas. She also has extra patterns on her blog and the Facebook group itself. Beautiful. There. So now that's officially it for my whips. I have 2 new starts that I'm planning on doing. So, first one is Feeling Wicked by Ursula Michaels. This is the pattern that I bought at the Stitch Bug in Moncton. Really great price on it too. And it's one that I've been eyeing for a while on her website, or not her website, but I think it's Lakeside Needlecraft on their website, and I just never actually went through with it. So when I went to the Stitch Bug and I came across the pattern, I was excited. So I said, you know what? It's here. I'm here. Let's grab it. So I will not open it because it's got the pattern inside. But it's Feeling Wicked. We got the witchy stuff, which is my favorite. The hat and the boots. I'm not too crazy about the charted colors for the broom and the moon. They're kind of orange, like red orange. So that doesn't scream broom to me. I don't know, it looks like a stick of fire. So I might change that to actually make it look more like a straw broom. Same with the moon. It's like a red-orange. I think it's the same red-orange color, actually. So that'll probably be changed to more of a yellow, fall yellow color. Everything else, though, I do like. I like the colors of the hat and the boots and the words. I love things with words. They're so gorgeous. It's one of my favorite things to stitch up now. So yeah, so I still have to find a fabric for it. Because it's very busy, I'm not sure if I'm going to stick with white. I might just stick with a white, I mean. But I also like to dye stuff, so maybe I'll come up with something smoky or something like that. So that's one that I haven't decided if I'm going to do it before the end of the year or save it for next year's challenge count, which I might just do that. So my last new start was originally going to be the Stitchonomy 2021 Halloween Storybook Halloween. I joined the group pattern, not the pattern club. I didn't join the pattern club, but I signed up for the SAL, and I've gotten all of the patterns. I'm very dry. Sorry, I keep licking my lips. I signed up for all the patterns. I have them all. I'm not loving them this year. I don't mind a few of them. Some of them are really cute. I especially loved Cousin It and Frankenstein. I was really impressed with how she did that box. But the rest, like I said before, I'm not a horror movie person. I don't like murder and mayhem. So there's some of the stories that, like It and Slender Man and things like that, it's just not for me. A lot of others are freaking out over it, so if you can get onto it, go. I recommend it. She does have really great styles, and I've done a few of hers in the past. And this one too, it's just, the quality is the same. It's just not for me. So, and it's funny too, because I actually, last year's Halloween one, I actually skipped the last boxes that she had released because they were horror related. And I did the same thing. I just found other patterns to put in those boxes. So here we are again. But I can't find patterns to fill all of the boxes but 2. So I've decided to just not do it this year. I will skip out of that SAL. But I already had the fabric dyed right here, ready to go. So I have to find something else for it. Well, then TT Designs came up with a Hocus Pocus SAL that will fit on my fabric. And it looks like the old book. And it's a very Salem-y, witchy vibe to me. So I've decided to jump onto that SAL. I have the patterns, as usual, but I haven't started it yet. So I will be getting on that eventually, probably by the end of the month, if not the end of the week. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, so that's my next new start. TT Designs, she's on Etsy as well as Facebook. I'm in her Facebook group. She keeps the designs for the SALs. She releases them on the group, and then once the SAL is finished, she moves them to her Etsy for sale. I've noticed a lot of designers are doing that, and I think that's just brilliant. It's a great way to get your pieces test stitched, for one, your SALs, and then get feedback on how the design is, how easy it is, how nice it is to keep up with, and then put it for sale with any tweaks that you might need to make or whatever. So kudos. And that's exciting. That's going to be another one coming up. And I'm all ready for it because the fabric's all ready. So my little guy is watching YouTube videos, so he's laughing like crazy. So that's pretty much what's been going on with us. Still keeping up with my stitching, and wish us luck for testing. Have a great day and keep on stitching. Bye.